Good morning. My name is Mr. Dameron, and I'm going to do a presentation on how to cite resources. There's a lot of different resources now that are coming down the line, especially with the computer and the age of the internet. And today I'm going to show you several of those with Cite It Right. All of your English teachers will have this, so we'll certainly get a copy to all of you. But a lot of different things are coming down that we don't really and are certainly not comfortable in doing. For example, like citing a government publication. There is a format to do it. You start off with the government name. Notice the end marks, and you're going to see this throughout this presentation. The periods, issuing the agency name, whether it's the FBI, some form of branch of the federal government, period, the publication title, period, and that's going to be underlined or put in italicized format. The city of the publication, notice that we have a colon, the publisher, and notice that publisher is capitalized. Whenever you see in these examples in the formats, anything that's capitalized, like a city is capitalized, publisher is capitalized, that means that the actual publisher or the city you're going to have to capitalize as well, followed by a comma, and then the year of publication. And notice that's in lowercase. Example, United States, notice it's in capital. Census Bureau is the issuing agency. Statistical Abstract of the United States, that's our publication title, and it's in italics, colon, 2007, period. The place, Springfield, Virginia, colon, National Technical Information Service, comma, 2006, period. That is the year of publication right here. All right? Moving on, citing a personal interview. A lot of you are going to be interviewing different people for senior projects. So when you do an interview, the person's name, it's going to be last name, then the first name. The kind of interview, so whatever you're interviewing that person for, whether it's a personal interview, perhaps it's something to do with a future goal or job that a career that you're interested in. Perhaps it's a personal accountant. That's where you put that information. Then the date of the interview. And here's the example. Peters, comma, Christina is the person, period, personal interview. The date, we have a period, then the date. Notice how the date is set up. The day, then the month, then the year, followed by the end mark, the period. E-books, those are certainly new for most of us, and it can be pretty lengthy. Author's name, the comma, then the first name, which you're going to do pretty much any source. Full book title. And notice it says underline or put in italics. Then print version, city of publication. So wherever this was first printed, you want to have that publication. And I'm going to jump down here to the actual example. Here we have the author's name. Then we have the title, the age of innocence. And here is where the city it was first printed, New York, New York. Then we have the publisher's name, Appleton and Company, comma, 1920. Then we move on to the ebook provider. The ebook provider in this instance is World Book Advanced. Then we have a period. Electronic publication date, if available, 2008. It's not all of them are going to have a publication date, but if it does, that's where you would place it, followed by a period. Then the name of organization sponsoring the website. In this instance, it was Brookfield High School. And then the date, if they have it. If they do have it, and here they do, notice that the day, then the month, then the year. Then finally, the website, etc. And then here we have the website. And notice that you're going to put down the entire HTTP website, the exact link that you're going to be able to connect right to this. So if your teacher is going to be looking for this, they could type in this exact website here and get exactly to the Age of Innocence ebook. Moving on to a blog. Blogging is very popular now, as long as the same as Twitter and Facebook. This is how we're going to do a blog. Author's name, last name first. So here we see West Jessamine. Then we're going to have the title of the individual blog entry. Notice here that it has parentheses around it. And notice also, once you do the title, it's period, then put the parentheses. A lot of times students like to put the parentheses inside. It's going to be outside. And this is enclosed in double quotation marks, so that what we just went over. So here we see, On the Road is the title of his blog entry. Next is the title of the weblog and the date of the last update. So here we have the librarian.net, then the date, the 27th of February 2007. Again, we have the date of the last update, the day, the month, and then the year. Finally, the date of the download, as well as the title, the website. Again, here we have the HTTP, exactly how it's listed to get right to that blog, and the actual date. Again, 10 January of 08. Finally, we want to look at citing a podcast. The format is, notice that we start off with quotation marks, description or title of individual podcast, period, close the quotations. So here we have enclosed and double quotes. It is telling you to do that. Date of the podcast, period, the podcast itself, period, then the title of the main website. Let's look down here. Here we have our description of the, or title, iconic images emerge from Mid-East summits, period. And notice that it's in quotes. Then we have our date of the podcast, the day, the month, then the year, period. Then the podcast itself, podcast, period, NPR, quote, all things considered, period. Then we're going to have the date of the download. And notice also that this is in italics again. So make sure that when you're following the format that you're looking at these little bracketed directions. Then we have the 6th of January 2007 period, and then once again the date of the download. And here exactly is the URL, HTTP, exactly as it is, so the teacher could simply click on that and go right to the podcast you want to cite. Thank you.